Hi, and welcome to another edition of, we don't have our sign of our stupid politics. My name is Melissa Linder, and I'm the host of the show, and I'm going to let my panel introduce themselves, and then we'll get started, and I have some current things that I'd like to talk about. So go ahead.
I'm Christine Scott, here in Fort Wayne area. I am so glad to be a part of this group. I learned things as I go as well, but hopefully you'll learn something today.
My name's Rachel Grubb. I'm from Ohio. I love this group. We're all together. My name's Tina Strack, and I too am just so pleased to be a part of this group. Somebody who's actually not just sitting around talking, but we do talk, we walk the walk. We're doing something. Yeah.
Oh. And I'm Jim Martindale, happy to be co-hosting with Melissa, hoping that spring doesn't break too quickly so that I don't get whisked away out of here before this half-hour segment's over. Glad to have you with us.
And I do want to mention on April 22nd, we are having a live show with a call-in from 7 to 8. It's a Tuesday night, it's April 22nd, so we'd love to have anyone call in with thoughts, suggestions, you want to debate. If you're any other supporter, we can debate you on everything. What's funny is I've seen some candidates that don't have issues on, they don't have anything on gun rights issues or certain. And I love our candidate because we can debate you on every issue. We don't have to say, well, he doesn't really have an opinion on that. But April 22nd, and as ever, if you have any questions, thoughts about the show, write it to stupidpolitics@yahoo.com. All right, to get started, I want to go over a few things, and then I want to open it up. This is just kind of a general, we always go on a subject, and today I just want to know what your thoughts are lying. We're getting close to our primary. We need to start paying attention. Well, I want to tell you what I saw this this is Sunday, March, whatever yesterday was. We don't air live, so March 30th. Mike Pence. He's Congressional District 6, which is part of Allen County, that's the Monroeville, Hoagland area. He has taken a nice pledge to give to sign no more earmarks. So what that means is that when they have a bill with money, earmarks are, that they usually make fun of it as the bridge to nowhere. But what happens is Mike Pence would put in, let my district, Monroeville, Hoagland, District 6, all the way down the side of Indiana, let my district have some of the money. He's taking a pledge that he won't do earmarks no more. So that sounds beautiful, right? We're all happy. The problem is it doesn't lower the amount. So if Congress has $1 billion for earmarks, and Mike Pence says, I'm not going to put no earmarks in for Allen County, it doesn't lower it to whatever he took out. It just gives the other districts more money. They still get the $1 million. So Mr. Pence is going to say Allen County gets no more earmarks. Now, no matter what you agree on earmarks, I'd much rather have my money in my own district than just this guy saying, well, we're going to cut off the earmarks. So that's one issue I took up a big time. No Child Left Behind is back in. We're going to redistrict. If anybody has thoughts on No Child Left Behind. So East Allen County, Fort Wayne community, if you like your school, too bad, it's going to get redistricted. Because of Washington, and that's what's funny, all this comes back to Washington. Hillary and Obama, they're criticizing NAFTA here in Indiana. When they're in other states, NAFTA's good. So this is a little bit about pandering. And on about how much money and how we can take your money and spend it. So I want to get your guys' thoughts. We always come back to the money. Look at this. I mean, Pence is taking away our money.
I see an article there that you didn't mention, and the headline is, in very big, bold letters, when Indiana mattered. That's past tense. We don't anymore?
1968.
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy came here. Oh, no, we don't matter.
Okay.
McCain's got it wrapped up, even though Ron Paul is on the ballot, and every conservative needs to vote for Ron Paul in the primaries.
Amen.
Nothing is over until November.
Amen.
So I think it's silly to say one state doesn't matter, and shame on us, and that's why we all need to vote for Ron Paul to show that Indiana does matter.
That's right.
But yeah, that's their point. We didn't matter except for in the sixties, so
Okay.
that was, yeah, that's another good thing. We don't matter, they're gonna take our money. He's taking a nice little, I won't give you no more earmarks, so.
How did it come to pass that it mattered in '68 for Kennedy?
I didn't read that article. I was more worried
Okay.
about him taking all my community,
All right, wrong question.
Ron Paul, they gave him a little brief on it because he puts in earmarks for his district, but then votes against the entire bill. But he figures if they're gonna vote for all this spending, he's gonna give a little bit back to his district, which I fully support. Now this guy is telling me, not only is he not gonna vote for it, but he's not even giving any back to our district, so all your tax dollars going to somewhere else. And that's where I wanted to begin today, and open it up to just what's going on and.
Does Mike give us any windows into his reasoning?
No, he signed a year, to cut off earmarks. We spend too much on earmarks. It's not that we spend so much on the Iraq War, or on Social Security, or Medicaid, or as Obama and Hillary would like you to think that we could just get national health care for free. I guess earmarks are the big problem.
I'm going to play ignorant. There are a lot of people out there who hear the term earmark, pork spending. What exactly does it mean? What can we tell our audience, our viewers? What does it mean?
It is actually somebody like Mike Pence, like let's say Monroeville wants something. Let's say we want a new water tower. They get this allotted amount, we'll say $1 million for all of Congress, and Mike Pence would put in a bill, I want $20,000 to go to Monroeville, and that's it. It's called an earmark because they earmark it in a bill, because they know the bill will probably get passed, and so they just throw in these other little things. Well, some people get frustrated because sometimes it ain't for a water tower. It isn't for a water tower. Bad English. I'm going to get killed by my English people. It may be for a bridge with a senator's name on it. I think I was seeing a documentary about Bird. He's got his name all over whatever. They get their name all over. And when you see that, that's paid for. But the problem is, it would be absolutely a good thing to stop if it lowered the amount of money. So the $1 million, Pence says, okay, I'm not going to give Monroeville any more money. I'm not going to put any earmarks in. So it's now going to be $1 million minus what I would have asked for. But that's not how it works. There's still $1 million. It's just somebody else is going to play with the money. And if Congress doesn't, who is supposed to, then they just give a free check to the president, and we know what he does with our money, just bomb everybody, and just whatever he can do with our money, he does. And